I'm going to be very honest with you. Until the other day when I made that video, I hadn't heard about a lot of the people that you mentioned in the comments. Although I've heard of Blair White, I never watched a video of hers. Eden has come across my feed, but I just scrolled. Until you guys mentioned Gabby, I had never seen a video of her. She never crossed my page, nothing. At least not to my memory. When people were commenting something about Elphaba, I thought you were calling me names and referring to something in Wicked, which I saw on Broadway, but I'm not the biggest fan of. So I was totally confused. I took some time over the past couple of days to watch some of their stuff. Blair is upfront about being a Christian conservative. And when I watched her videos, that's what she was, a Christian conservative. I don't know what's so shocking about that. She was exactly who she said she'd be, and her content was exactly what I expected it to be. I watched Eden. I really didn't find a single thing that she said offensive. So maybe she scrubbed her account recently. She seemed like a really pretty girl who expects everyone to be really pretty. Same goes for Gabby. I watched her. She said who she was, and her videos were exactly that. I had more problems with some of her nutritional advice than I did with any of her content. It seemed totally consistent for somebody who transitioned later in life. I don't know if it's because I transitioned 45 years ago and I've seen all kinds of trans people and all kinds of people, that a lot of these things aren't surprising to me. That I don't have the expectation of everyone thinking exactly the same way about everything. Speaking for myself, I have to say I haven't adopted many of the labels that the younger generation applies to people. Rather than assigning labels to every experience of being trans, I opt for just saying there are all kinds of different trans people. We aren't all the same. Your experience isn't my experience, and my experience isn't yours. But nowhere in that statement do I intend or mean to say that my experience is more valid than yours. We're all valid. If describing myself as a transsexual implies that I am a trans medicalist, then okay, what's it to you? 45 years ago when I transitioned, if you weren't on hormones, you weren't considered a transsexual. People say they're offended that I call myself a transsexual because not everyone has the privilege of getting surgeries or hormones. Well, newsflash, nobody did when I transitioned. We did horrible things. We did anything we could to get hormones and surgeries. It wasn't like people were handing them out. There were barely any doctors who would work on us. And certainly nobody was paying for any of it except for us. So if that's privilege, then you can have it. You can have my privilege.